Okay, so this is our logic of advertising project. This is kind of to walk you through it. If you have an ad here that this was taken from digitally or in a magazine, and it says, if you like quality, then you drink Coke. So this is an advertisement for Coca-Cola, and it says you taste its quality. It's an advertisement. It's related to Coca-Cola. So you are going to create your own conditional statement based on the ad that you choose. So if I look at this, what is the converse? Remember, the converse flips the hypothesis and conclusion. So it would read, if you drink Coke, then you like quality. So I just flipped the hypothesis and conclusion. What is the inverse? The inverse negates the conditional statement. So it'd be, if you don't like quality, then you don't drink Coke. So I added those do nots or don'ts in there. If you don't like quality, then you don't drink Coke. And then the contrapositive does both of those things. It switches it around and negates it. So the contrapositive would be, if you don't drink Coke, then you don't like quality. If you don't drink Coke, then you don't like quality. Okay, so another sample. If you drive a Kia, then ... What can you think of as a conclusion? We'll leave it as a pause for a moment. So the law of advertising is going to give you practice using some of the principles of logic that are necessary in geometry. You're going to select an advertisement as the focus of this project. You can choose an ad for something that is considered legal, moral, and appropriate for high school students. It should be readable. It says for more than 5 feet away. Just needs to be readable, because most of the time, since we're working online, we're going to be looking at online sources. Okay, so the logic of advertising, you're going to use the provided Google slide template, so that is attached to the assignment, to write and label the following sentences. You're going to have a conditional, your converse, your inverse, your contrapositive, and you're going to write a biconditional statement. Your ad can be pre-printed, come from a magazine, junk mail, newspaper, internet. You would just take a picture of the ad and upload it to the slide. If you're an artist, you may draw an ad for an original product. If you use the internet, then it must be a true ad and not from a math website. And you need to cite the source. Okay, so wrong site. Cite the source. Here's your rubric. Your rubric, your title will be 5 points. It is not the logic of advertising. Do not put logic of advertising. That will get you all 5 points taken away. You need your name and period. You need the ad. The whole presentation, the way it looks. The conditional statement, because that's the main one you're going to be writing, is 15 points. The converse, the inverse, the contrapositive. You're going to underline the hypothesis. You do have an underline tool in the Google slide, and you have circle the conclusion. You're going to circle the conclusion of your conditional, and these are of the conditional, and then your biconditional is 10 points. Okay, so an example. Here is, let's plan a convention. So this advertisement here is about Marriott planning a convention. So the person came up with the original conditional based on the advertisement. If you choose Marriott for your next convention, then you will look great to your boss. So this is the conditional statement. It is underlined for the hypothesis, and you just use your underline tool. Remember, if is not a part of the hypothesis. You will look great to your boss is circled. You do have a circle tool that you can use to circle. And then you're going to write the converse. Remember, the converse switches the hypothesis and conclusion, so you're going to switch the underlined part and switch the circled part. If you look great for your boss, then you will choose Marriott for your next convention. The inverse negates the conditional. If you don't choose Marriott for your convention, then you will not look good to your boss, so they are adding those negations. The contrapositive switches and negates it. If you do not look good to your boss, then you will not choose Marriott for your next convention. And then the biconditional. You choose Marriott for your next convention, so we're taking the hypothesis. If and only if goes in between, and then your conclusion at the end. You look great to your boss. So you choose Marriott for your next convention if and only if you look great to your boss. So the ad came from Marriott.com, property, meetings, and events. So this is that citing your source. Okay, some do's and don'ts. Do neat work. No glitter. I believe that was from when we did this on paper. Must be original. Must be an advertisement. It must be readable. Don't use logic of advertising as a title. You will need to come up with an original title. Don't just staple a bag and call it an ad because it has a logo on it. So this McDonald's logo is not an advertisement. Okay, so don't just include a logo. It has to be an advertisement. Okay, this is a student sample that was turned in last year. How to be the next Gordon Ramsay. That is her original title. I replaced the student name to protect the student. She put her period. Okay, and this was her advertisement. She found incredible ingredients, make incredible meals, and it's from Blue Apron. She identified her ad source down here at the bottom. She wrote her conditional statement. If you want to make incredible meals, then buy ingredients from Blue Apron. So this is an original conditional based on the advertisement, so I can see that these words do exist in the project. She underlined her hypothesis. She circled the conclusion, except she probably needed to take the then out. Converse flips those two. If you buy ingredients from Blue Apron, then you make incredible meals. The inverse negates it. If you don't want to make incredible meals, then you don't buy ingredients from Blue Apron. Contrapositive does both, flip it and negate it. If you don't buy ingredients from Blue Apron, then you don't want to make incredible meals. Biconditional. You want to make incredible meals if and only if you buy ingredients from Blue Apron. So the biconditional is the hypothesis, if and only if, conclusion. Okay, and this student received a 100 on this assignment. It's just one slide. You can do everything on one slide. And you have this example available to you to view as well. And this is the project, and this is the expectation.